Hey Yorba Linda, on today's small business episode, I'm going to be sitting down with Chef Andrew from the Wild Artichoke. Now, the Wild Artichoke has been around in Yorba Linda for a long time. However, it recently just changed ownership. So I'm going to sit down with Chef Andrew and we're going to talk a little bit about where he came from and his whole philosophy on the new Wild Artichoke and what you can expect in terms of the food as well as the atmosphere when you go and visit his restaurant. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hey everybody, I want to go ahead and welcome Chef Andrew to the show. Chef Andrew is the owner of the Wild Artichoke that is recently reopened. So I want to go ahead and get him on here and we can talk a little bit about it. So Chef Andrew, thank you for coming on to the show. So the first thing I want, absolutely. So the first thing I want to ask you about is what led you to this point? So how did you get to the point of owning this restaurant and maybe a little bit about your background?
Well, during the pandemic, I quit my job.
Okay.
At Montage Laguna Beach Resort, and then I was looking for something to do.
Okay.
And so I looked around. I found James, Chef James, previous owner of Wild Artichoke.
Okay.
And then I decided to take over his restaurant.
Okay.
And the risk was he was a chef and owner for 22 years.
Yep.
And then when I take over, I wasn't sure I could do this, execute this, business good as his. His cooking style was different. My cooking style was different, and I wasn't sure how customer, reacts and responds to my style of cooking.
Okay. So speaking of style, so what kind of separates you from the way that Chef James was cooking? So what kind of style are you really going for with this new version of the Wild Artichoke?
Chef James is more about Italian, cuisine.
Okay.
Trained. I'm more of a French cooking. So,
Okay.
It was a little risk.
Yep.
And then, but I did able to keep his some of the pasta recipe.
Okay.
So I could make customer happy. And
So blending a little bit of the old with a little bit of the new.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had a lot of restaurant concept in mind. Before I start remodeling this restaurant. This is very small restaurant, and we concepted boutique restaurant that are upscale.
Yep.
Fine dining experience. With boutique wine. That's is our concept. Then I thought about what if I own a restaurant in Paris,
Okay.
in France.
Yep.
And what kind of food should I serve to
Okay.
the Parisian people? And I actually brought all that, ideas and concept to Yorba Linda community. And so basically it is modern French cuisine.
Okay.
And spin out, twist up of little East Asian flavor.
Okay.
Added to it. I would say 95% of our food are made in the kitchen. We
Okay.
don't buy anything, pre-made products or anything like that.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do was create something more instead of franchise whatever the franchise restaurant offer. We want it to be a little different.
Okay.
We wanted to. It's just like home cooking, but it's a little more technically involved, and visually involved.
Okay. So what are some of the dishes that either yourself that you really like or either like making or really enjoy yourself personally, or what are some of the favorite dishes that people have given you feedback so far that are their personal favorites, so people might want to know what to order when they come in here for the first time?
Okay. We have a lot of we actually have a lot of basic French dishes that people know of.
Okay.
And then we also have a modern twist of French dishes. For instance, we have uni pasta.
Okay.
Very French, but original concept is from Italy.
Okay.
And it's called uni pasta. We actually make uni and butter mixed together.
Okay.
With a tiny little bit of jalapeno.
Okay, that sounds delicious. Yep.
And that's the first step of the uni sauce.
Okay.
And then we use a handmade, house-made squid ink pasta.
Okay.
And then we dehydrate the uni for 24 hours to make it into a powder.
Okay.
And it gives extra depth of flavor for unis.
Okay.
And also we put top of the dishes. We offer fresh uni, Santa Barbara uni on top.
Okay.
So we get like 3 different layers of uni. That's
all put in one plate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the short rib, we smoke for 44 hours.
Okay.
And then put it into sous vide for 48 hours. And then once the customer order it, we pan sear it and put it in the dishes with the Korean galbi aju on top.
Okay.
And then for the side dishes, we use traditional fennel puree and salted vegetables with the white wine.
Gotcha. So all this food sounds delicious, making me hungry. I just ate lunch and I'm still hungry. I could smell what's going on in the kitchen as well. Yeah. So one of the biggest questions for restaurant owners that I have is restaurants are notoriously hard to operate. There's a lot of moving parts going on, and especially opening up basically a brand new restaurant within the Wild Artichoke in terms of the menu you're serving on here. So can you tell me one of the biggest challenges that you've had so far? And then also maybe tell me one of the things that you're most proud of since starting this new journey with the Wild Artichoke.
Well, first of all, we have a customer who comes in 23 years ago.
Okay.
And then they're asking for a previous chef's dishes. My style, obviously my style of cooking is different, my menu's different, and it's a little difficult until they try and they like the dishes. That was very challenging for me.
Okay.
Facing the customer, see if they like it. They're here to eat certain.
Yeah, they've become accustomed of coming here year after year and eating the same thing.
Right, and they want me to do like same dishes.
So in terms of some of the most beneficial parts, so what has so far since you've been operating, what is one of the things that you've enjoyed the most about this restaurant?
Time to time I greet to my customers and I send dishes, to the table by myself. And if customer really enjoy, their food, and techniques that we use, the presentation, I mean that's one of the best joy I ever get from customers.
Yep, and making sure that they're happy with the food and really enjoy the meal.
Yeah.
So this is a very unique spot. Basically, you're trying to create something that really Yorba Linda hasn't seen before in here. So if you're watching this, if you've eaten pretty much every place in Yorba Linda, you're looking for something new that's still semi-familiar, this is a great place to definitely check out because like he said, there's a brand new menu in here. He's bringing a little bit of the old with a little bit of the new. If you're looking for that high quality meal meal. It's going to be hand prepared in a very unique way. This is a great spot to check out. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you come check out the Wild Artichoke. It's open for dinner and now lunch as well, correct? 7 days a week?
Yes. And,
okay.
We're starting this coming Saturday. We're coming over the brunch Saturday
as well?
And Sunday.
For brunch as well, okay. So you'll be able to come here for lunch, for brunch, for dinner. So again, multiple times during the day, you can come check this place out. So if you haven't been here, I encourage you to come look at it, come check out, come enjoy the food here. It's a great area to be able to come through and be able to have fun with your family, friends, while enjoying a great meal. So Chef Andrew, thank you again for joining me today and introducing this new style of restaurant to the Yorba Linda community. I really appreciate it. And the last question that I typically have for every guest is going to be, what is one of the things that you really enjoy most about having this restaurant within Yorba Linda?
Actually, Yorba Linda is not a big city, and I love being here with all the customer that comes in locally. They're very friendly. Yep. And then I love to see they come by often, and they greet to me on the street, and I really love that.
Okay.
I play golf here.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's a very small town community feel where a lot of people know each other. It's not a lot of traffic compared to most of Orange County. It's a little out of the way, so that's one of the reasons people like this area, because it's nice and quiet. Neighborhoods are friendly, the neighbors are friendly, so it makes sense why it would be a great place to open this restaurant.
And I'm very proud of our restaurant being in Yorba Linda and serving Yorba Linda community. Yep. And I'm very proud of it.
Great. Well, again, thank you for joining me on this episode. I hope you found it useful. Again, please come check this restaurant out. Support our local businesses. You would really appreciate it. And until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you on the next show. Bye, everybody.